Hello students. So in this discussion we shall look into the solar water heater what we are having on the rooftop now. Domestic water heaters you might have seen. Old ones. These are known as flat plate collectors because that flat plate is there. No? So they are the simplest and most common type of solar collectors used to capture the solar energy. And they are used for low temperature applications like water heating, cooking, drying food grains, vegetables. Food grains and vegetables drying means instead of water, air will be flowing in that. Okay. And even used for heating and cooling of buildings. Now this solar water heater, the old ones what we are having with the copper tube, it has got actually four main components. One you can see the absorber plate. So there is a copper plate and is coated with black color so that it can absorb the sun rays. Black almost has got a full absorptivity, so it will absorb the sun rays. Then it has got metallic tubes. This between on the plate now these tubes are connected, and these tubes are made of these are also made of copper actually. So because of the copper and the price of copper is high now, I think these flat plate collectors are not there. Now you have got ETC. The ETC is evacuated vacuum tube collectors. I will tell about that also. First, let us finish this. So these water tubes these are tubes, metallic tubes in which the water will circulate, and these are attached to the plate. You can see given in that the slanting one, water tubes they are shown in hatched lines. Then there is a transparent cover. So on the top of that there will be a glass cover, toughened glass, normally 4 mm thick. Okay. What happens, this glass is, and this entire thing is in a form of a structure, sealed one, and because to allow to prevent the escape of heat, the insulation is provided below the absorber plate. Okay, there is absorber plate, copper plate, and below that the insulation is there. But what happens when sunlight falls on the top of this transparent cover? Please listen that this glass which is available on the top, it allows the solar rays to come in. The solar rays are in short wavelength. They are having heat energy. They enter in with a short wavelength through the glass. And once they enter the glass inside, they also they hit the absorber plate and the copper tubes. And then once they hit, it gets converted into long wavelength rays. The beauty of glass is glass will allow short wavelength rays to enter, but it will not allow the long wavelength rays to go back. Hence, the whatever light is incident on the glass, it is absorbed by the absorber plate and ultimately transferred to the water in the water tubes. So this is the main actually fundamental of this. So in operation what happens, you might have seen there is a overhead tank above the hot water collector. There is a solar tank, and above the solar tank there is one more overhead tank in which we supply the cold water. So the cold water by gravity it flows inside the hot water tank. You please see one more important thing here, that the water which is entering the hot water tank is entering from the bottom. Okay. In some other textbook I have seen by mistake he has put it on the top only. No, that is wrong. Here the cold water enters from the bottom, because this one tank only it has got both cold as well as hot water. There are no two different tanks. And from the hot water tank you can see that the water enters the copper tubes, and because of density difference, again the hot water being lighter, it goes up to the solar tank only, and it will be there on the top side, and the outlet of the hot water is always taken from the top. Inlet of cold water is at the bottom, and outlet of the hot water is from the top. This is because of density difference. So hot water will be on the top, cold water it will be at the bottom. So the solar energy passes through the transparent covers and falls on the absorber plate. The heat energy is absorbed by the absorber plate and is transferred to the cold water flowing through the tubes. The heated water, being lighter than the cold water, rises and flows onto the top of the solar water heater tank. The heated water can be used for various purposes. Therefore, cold water from the overhead tank enters the water tubes and the process repeats. So as long as you are drawing water from the hot water tank, definitely whenever drawing, the cold water will enter the solar system. So this entire system is always full of water. Okay. So I just wanted to tell you about that ETC, evacuated vacuum tube technology. It is like nothing like, but because the copper is expensive, now they have removed this all big structure. Now the engineer, product design engineers, they have designed it very beautifully. Now what they have done, they have made, like you have seen your thermos flask. Thermos flask has got glass tube inside. Okay, outside it may be stainless steel, but inside is a glass tube, and between the inside and outside, whatever that space is there, that annular space has been, air has been removed and vacuum is created there. That is why it is known as evacuated vacuum tube collector. So it is simple, the thing but a glass thermos flask only, long glass, one end is sealed. Only the water can enter from one top end and go back from that end only. The bottom end is sealed. One thing. Second thing, now the glass, as I said, allows one side entry of water. But to again to improve the absorbability, the inside glass is painted black. Inside glass is painted black. That is why whatever the incident sunrays are coming, it takes away the heat and heats the water flowing in the glass tubes, and then that water, due to density difference, rises to the overhead this solar tank, and from there we can tap the hot water. So this was about solar water heater. Okay, if you want to see the cut section of this sectional view at AA, if you cut this flat plate collector, you can see there is a solar radiation is coming. It is getting reflected into long wavelength, but that reflected is not going out. The glass is not allowing it to go out. So it is again reflecting back, internal reflection to the back, and you have got the absorber plate. Okay, and below that absorber plate you have got the water tubes, and the heat is carried away. And there is a insulation between the water tubes and the bottom structure, so that there is no loss of heat. Okay. And the entire enclosure is like airtight enclosure. So this is about the solar flat plate collector or water heater. Thank you.